It is important for you and I to be sensitive about time. We have 24 hours. Time is very, very important. Anything you can't handle immediately, anything you can't correct immediately, when that time passes. And let me give you one analogy here. I've often says that whenever there is an issue, for instance, between a man and a woman or relationship, it's like a little wound. It cuts. I've given you guys an analogy here before about a rope. Relationship is like a rope. How many of you were here? That means there's so much faith, there's so much trust, there's so much loyalty. It's a straight rope. It's a straight rope. Now, smooth as it is. Now, when it cuts off in the middle, there is a problem. And what do we try to do? We try to tie it together. That rope will never be as smooth as it used to be before. But with time, as you keep pulling it, and in that middle, you keep stamping on it and pulling it to a point, it will still have a little bump, but it's not going to be as big bump as it is. So any relationship that you don't deal with in time, that you allowed it to grow bigger and bigger, will deal with you tomorrow. Any scar that cuts off your hand right now, oh no, it's just a little scar, no problem. A scar. Tomorrow, no problem. You walk with it, no problem. 1 month, what goes into it? Infections, germs, diseases, all kind of things. The next thing, when you go, guess what? The wound grew so big because it was the little thing that it started bringing out maggots in the wound. I have the video, live surgery. Remember Bola Adebisi that came here? The guy that sang during the surprise birthday? They were the ones that did the surgery back home, because he's on a mission stuff. When they were asking the boy what happened, and he was saying, it was just, we're playing football and I fell and that was it. A wound that you don't treat immediately in the right time, in no time it will be amputated. What you don't treat immediately, there will be no choice. That wound will have no other reason but to be amputated, whether in relationship, whether in marriage, whether in whatever. If you don't deal with the circumstances immediately, because that is when you have the time. Now I'll tell you another story why time is very important for us as children of God. I come and I have an argument with you, and you say all kind of things you want to say to me, and I say everything I want to say to you. What did the Bible say? It said, don't let the sun go down while you're still angry. Don't let it. That's why when I speak my own, one time, it's gone. The rest is your own problem. Do you know what? They had an argument with a very close dear friend. Nothing. Normal argument. This one said, I won't talk to you again. I won't talk to you. Everybody was feeling big. Guess what happened? The next morning, got a phone call. The person is dead. Then the one they had argument was like, oh, hey, I wish I knew. I would have just told her I'm sorry. For where? How? How? I used to say here, you have the time now to give me roses and flowers. You have the time now to appreciate your pastor. You have the time now to tell your pastor, well done. You have the time now to tell those who are sitting close to you, I appreciate your life. I appreciate what you are doing for me. Not when I'm laying down in a casket still, because it will be of no value to me. It will be of no value. Appreciate the ones that you're seeing now, not when they are on the casket, because they are still, they don't hear, they don't see nothing. Redeem the time while it is still day. Redeem the time. Time is very important. What we do with our time is very important. You can either make your time valuable or make your time to become worthless. But as a child of God and as a pastor, I've come to realize that the devil is a time stealer. How many of you know that? He's a time stealer. You know what? He comes to your mind. The time that God is telling you at this time, you need to do this, you need to do that. Devil say, no, give it some time. Give it some time. You need to give it some time, because you know when you give it some time, then you will cool off. You cool off. You know what? As you're letting it cool off, tetanus. It's called tetanus, right? Tetanus is getting in. Infection is getting in. The more you're letting it, see, the devil is wiser than you are. He will be giving you more ideas in your head to see a bigger picture. Remember when I preach, I say, what your mind concentrate on, you magnify. Negative or positive. How many of you remember that preaching here? Whatever your mind, when I was preaching on, I think Get Understanding or something. Whatever your mind concentrate on, the devil will help you magnify it. Especially when it's a negative incident. And that's why when I make example about me and my wife, you know, sometime when we, you know, go through little whatever, which we rarely do, and it has helped to shape us. Everybody go through one thing or the other. We fix it right away. Because it's a burden to go to sleep. It's a waste of my time. Going to sleep, or you going to sleep knowing that you have not redeemed your time well. Time, they say, is what? Money.